hope you enjoyed the first part of the video, getting all the feels, getting into yourself. Now we're going to be talking about 6 practical ways you move towards this person that is inviting of love, clear in their intention in love, and in their relating in integrity with their own heart space and their own self-expression. I feel silly giving advice because at the end of the day, it's just meditate and live a simple life. But the point of this is to give examples of how that can show up in your life and how it can have a positive impact. First, general personal awareness. Just any awareness practice that allows you to take stock of your mental state. Obviously, it has many positive impacts throughout your life, but especially the way that it shows up in romantic relationships, at least for me, is I'm the type of person that when things start going well, I start to create all kinds of stories and all kinds of spirals. Having a personal awareness practice has allowed me to recognize the patterns in those stories. It usually goes one of a couple ways. It's either I start to think the person is too good for me, so I start to invent all these stories about how they're leaving me, about how they're finding other people, how they're more interested in other people, blah blah blah, take your pick, whatever. Or I'm starting to realize that I'm not that interested in the person, and I start to create all these stories about ways they're gonna show up better. Personal awareness practices have helped me totally map out the process of this and take a step out of going through that cycle. It's a really beautiful sensation to walk away from, oh, they're such an asshole, oh, they don't understand me, oh, they're just chasing all the tails. And yeah, on one hand, maybe they're taking advantage of their own appearance, they're living their life, but isn't that also what I want? This is the thing. I start to go down this timeline of us being together for no reason. It just used to happen. Because I wasn't in the practice of personal awareness enough, there wasn't the time or the space to pull back from that story. It just kept going and adding layers and getting the advice or the projections from other people onto it, and so it kept getting steered in all kinds of directions, but I'm still on this crazy path. And it doesn't have to be that way. So yeah, opportunities for personal awareness practices. You can do meditation, mood tracking, any kind of journaling, just giving yourself the opportunity to collect the data and note the way that your energy changes in time. Note the really finite, tangible differences in your energy. Is there a clenching? Is there this nervous excitement in your body? How are you feeling? Which, wow, what a great transition. Second tip is actually naming your feelings. You need to recognize the feeling in order to feel it. It's one thing to be perceptive, to be aware of the sensations in your body. There's a power to naming the feeling as well. Just vocalizing or writing down for yourself your lived experience. It gives you an opportunity to move past that. Name the fact, I'm gripping my nails or I'm clenching my teeth. Even if you just master or try every other day to do number 1 and number 2, you're already so much more on the path to not being crazy. Your life will change fundamentally. Let's talk about a specific example. So you're texting this person. Initially, there's all this excitement because there's this natural exchange and it's just going so well and it's feeling so exciting and fresh. And so if you can be aware of that and be like, oh, I'm in that stage, and then there's always that moment when there becomes the disconnect, when the energies aren't the same, when you can tell, oh, that person's interest has shifted, or, oh, that wasn't how I wanted you to respond. In that moment, that's when you can use your awareness, and that's when you can name the emotion, the sensation that you're feeling. Like, am I now angry? And if I'm angry, is that because I think I deserve a different response? And why do I think I deserve that? Why do I want that? Keep following that to know yourself better, to know what you're looking for in a relationship. Likely it's, oh, they're not ready to proceed with anything, or not up to a standard, honestly, that I want for myself. Can I choose to hold what I'm looking for to such a high standard that is all that I'm going to accept? That's the opportunity to learn. Are they willing to show up? Are they willing to live up to what I'm looking for? Or I'm ready to move on and move forward and hurt. You can choose. Maybe don't keep talking to them. Ultimately, there are things that we just have to leave to the unknown and we have to let them be. Next one, number 3, especially important for women, is owning your intuitive experience. We are so in touch with the truth of reality, perception of the nature of things. That's how we're built. That's how we're meant to operate. And that's why the corporate world, the world as it is today, is so hard as a woman, because it doesn't make sense. People are like, no, just suppress your feelings, suppress your intuitive knowing. It's better this way. We promise. Capital. We're like, guys, what the fuck? I accept our systems as they are. I'm not trying to fight it. I'm not saying burn it all down yet. But the point being, there's just not enough discourse around the female lived experience of intuition and how powerful that could be if we harnessed it. For corporate needs, for social needs, we could solve so much if we could talk more about the lived human female experience. It takes work. It takes work to unravel your true intuition from your fear response. That is a very delicate balance from all of your conditioning, from all of the things you're being told externally. That is difficult. You might not know what your intuition is. Like I didn't. I really had no idea. But when you start to pick apart the threads, every day it gets so much easier. I swear 6-9 months ago, I never had any idea how I felt. And now I always know. It's always so clear. It's that tugging, that nudge, that sparkle, that little bit of light that says that's what you should do. We spend our whole lives fighting that urge, looking for advice to convince us that we're wrong about the urge, because the urge is also scary. It usually doesn't make any sense. But that's okay. That's just how it is. So any small ways that you can give into your intuitive knowing, that's the best place to start. I recommend very simple, low stakes things like picking out an outfit for yourself, where you're gonna eat for dinner. It's really basic stuff. The point being, know that what you're feeling is real. Don't let yourself be convinced by the projections of others, the gaslighting, and also don't gaslight yourself. Owning you truly are very intuitive. This is a topic I'm very passionate about, so I do want to have a whole separate video about practicing intuitive skills, but just to say, once you start to get on the path of following your intuition, sticking to that. I'm recognizing this is only relevant to women, and so I apologize if that's a problem for you. But send it to your best girly, and then, yeah. Okay, number 4. This one's more just a shout out to my spiritual mentor, Taneen Mateen, really the basis of all of my energetic understanding of myself, my intuition, my ability to feel my feelings and come into my body. So number 4 is just definitely check out her course. It's amazing. That was a really simple one. Number 5, get saucy. Rev up that female, feline goddess inside. Whatever it is that makes you feel sexy, seen, and loved, do it. Especially recommend healthy reflection from the masculine being this structured container, this feeling of infinite safety that allows the female to flow, to be in flow. That is where we're meant to be. This could be guy friends that you're really close to, watching any steamy content, or whatever author speaks to you. I'm a big fan of Dear Lover by David Data. Get the audiobook, go to the gym, the rest is history. Just hearing the voice of men that can speak to their lived experience of the integrity, the openness, the willingness, just that feminine sauce that they want, what they want to come out of us, has been so beautiful and restorative to me. It's not this hypersexualized feminine ideal. It's just this felt sense of the truth of being a woman and being in your feminine energy, of being creative, released, sexy, in it. You know if you know. And if you don't know, you deserve to know. So, yeah. You have to make sure that you're feeling empowered relative to the steamy saucy thing that you're choosing. It's quite possible, depending on where you are in your own development, it will just make you feel insecure or uncertain. Track that sensation in yourself and make sure that you're always moving towards the alignment of I belong in this energy, I am of this energy, rather than there are often very fine polarities that we create between ourselves and how we want to be. That can ultimately be the hardest to disassemble. Become really attuned to where you are relative to what you know yourself to be. Number 6, let yourself be human. Let yourself make mistakes. Let yourself slip up. Let yourself lose your integrity. You came into a body to be human, to make mistakes, to live through them, to survive, to thrive. Never forget the importance of letting yourself do that too. To know true love, to resonate with real love. You have to know what that feels like within your own body. Fully and completely, unconditionally loving yourself. No matter what you do, no matter what happens, you deserve it. Hope you've enjoyed these 6 tips, this progress towards the new you, the slightly less crazy and more lovable version. I look forward to seeing you next week. I'll be leaving you with a short prayer of passion, of guidance, of love. This is my humble prayer for you. You were light energy that chose to manifest into life, to grow into a heart. Please use it. Please have it broken, open, time and time again. I pray that each break is not a fracture, that is clean, clear, and ready to form anew. And even when you fracture, when you feel you are more pieces than one whole, know that you are all that you need to be. In the searching, in the mending, you find you. That is just how it works. I pray that you learn to love deep, love fast, love full. Learn the true meaning of all is love. And pray that time and again you choose to rip your heart out of your chest, show it to others. Let them laugh, let them fawn. Let it be held so wholly, completely, warmly, you gasp for breath, and then inhale. In the end, it is held by you alone. When you choose to hold it gently, firmly, in integrity, it beats on, stronger. Your heart will grow ever larger, more spacious, to hold all of the love, joy, grief, humor, and peace it was meant to know. What you came here for. May your light radiate, smolder, burn through all that is not love. Purify, cleanse, and make it anew. In this way, in this love, one day, we all be together as one. I hope you have a beautiful week, and I'll see you soon.